Hey everyone, welcome to an unboxing video. This is not a blast from the past. I recently received the X-Men 97 figures in hand, so I will be doing unboxings of those figures. Now, I didn't get the whole set. I skipped Bishop because I don't really care that much for the character, and I also skipped Storm because I don't like the white uniform on her. I prefer the black one, which I have, which I will do a blast from the past of that figure at some other point, the retro variant, because the retro carded Storm also came in a white costume, which was the standard, but the black costume was the variant version, which that's the one I've got. But I did get Gambit, Magneto, Rogue, and Wolverine. So I'll be doing 4 videos unboxing the 4 of them and just going through the motions with them as far as articulation, accessories, and all that stuff is concerned. Now, as you can see from the image on the screen now, the packaging is roughly similar to what we've seen from previous Legends retro lines. It's carded with a blister window in the front, similar to the, well, any of the retro ways really, but most specifically the Spider-Man retro, I think, is the one that most people remember. Although there was an X-Men retro wave as well, and as you can see from this Gambit, he does look very similar to the retro X-Men version. He does have some of the accessories that were given to him in the X-Men 275 3-pack. He came in with Psylocke and Banshee, and I'll be doing a blast from the past of that at a later date as well. So let's get into it with Gambit, real name Remy LeBeau. And I like to keep the windows as intact as possible on the cards so I can display them like this if I so choose, but I also like to take the figures out. So what I do, and I've already done this prior to shooting the video, so I'm not going to show you how to do it here, but there are plenty of YouTube videos that you could probably Google and check and see how to cut open the card, the blister, without making it look too noticeable. Basically what I do is you take a box cutter or an X-Acto knife, something razor blade sharp, and just slice at the bottom, and then you slice the sides down here, and that gives you a flap. You can just pull the tray out from the bottom, and it still maintains its integrity, basically, so you can still hang it on your wall, and the tray won't come sliding out the bottom or anything like that. It still stays nice. Oh, well, before I take the figure out, the card is nice, sturdy stock, as you would expect from the retro line. And then you have the cast of characters on the back, another picture of Gambit, legalese, no like bio blurbs or anything. That's kind of disappointing. But let's get them open now. So as you can see, flap open. Tray comes right out. Let's see here. Yep. Now some of the accessories aren't taped in, like the bow staff and the single playing card were not taped into the plastic. The multi-playing card hand is. So just be aware of that when you're removing. And it's not just Gambit, the other figures have accessories that are just loose in the plastic tray as well, not taped in. So just be aware of that when you're opening them, so that pieces don't go flying and you end up losing them to the carpet monster or something like that. Okay, well, here's the Gambit. And the cape, or the coat, is really flexible, as you can see, but it's also kind of sturdy. It's a bendy plastic, but it's not like nearly as giving as cloth goods would be, obviously. Now, I don't think the head sculpt is the same. Like, I don't have the retro version of Gambit. It's definitely not the same as the one that came with the 275 3-pack. But I think that is a new head sculpt. His body, I think, is reused from the retro, just colored a little differently. Like, I'm pretty sure the legs are the same, because they've got pins. So they reuse the legs. He doesn't have pins on the coat. It's just an overall really good looking Gambit, to be honest. I mean, this is a classic Gambit that people think of when they think of the character. Wearing the brown trench coat with that kind of style legging and the chest piece, the blue there, and then the headgear, and then his hair all askew. See, he gets some pretty good down look there. Can look up pretty high too. He's got pretty good movement on his head. Some tilt, not a lot. Yeah, his arms go all the way around. He can hinge up just a little bit more than like 180. He can do a little bit more than a 180-degree angle with his arms across there. He does have that bicep cut. He's got no pins, but because of the sculpting with the coat, doesn't have double hinge elbows, double jointed elbows. He does have a swivel at the elbow though. They did cut his. I mean, I guess they probably could have cut a little deeper to give him some more range, but he didn't get that deep of a cut there. His right hand is vertical hinge, and his left hand is a horizontal hinge. And as you can see, his left hand is all set to hold a playing card. He doesn't get much. Well, I mean, he does. He does get a lot of ab crunch forward, but, you know, because of the coat, the plastic coat, it looks kind of weird coming out the back there. Not a lot going back because the coat gets in the way. Does have a waist swivel. His legs go up like that. That's his Gambit splits there. You can go back a little bit. Coat, once again, gets in the way. He's got double jointed knees, but they are pinned. As I mentioned before, these legs are reused from the retro version. He's got the boot swivel and the thigh swivel. His feet can go all the way back like that, and forward, and they got the front-facing pin for rocker. Accessories-wise, Gambit comes with his trusty bow staff, which I don't know if this is reused from the retro or the 275 one. Honestly, I can't remember what the 275 one honestly looks like. It's been a while since I had it out. But the standard Gambit bow staff there. And then these next two accessories are definitely pulled straight from the 275 pack. They may have come with the retro too, I'm not sure. But you got the Ace of Hearts single playing card with the mutant power effect, kinetic energy. And then you have the extra hand. This is the only extra hand in the pack. So Gambit doesn't have any fists. He just has a gripping hand for the bow staff. Then he has this hand to hold the single card. And then he has this hand you can swap out the single card hand for, which has a 3-card effect. And as you can see, you got the Ace of Spades, Ace of Diamonds, and Ace of Clubs represented in this one. And this hand does not have a hinge, so it just plugs in and stays in place. There's no hinge for this particular hand. So the Ace of Hearts just slides into between his 2 fingers there, and he holds it like that, charging it up with kinetic energy. And then you can pop this hand off. Peg that hand in. Yeah, it's a little tight. Get in there. There we go. And he's got the 3-card throwing effect. And that is Gambit. I don't have the 275 one out to do a comparison, but I think I will stick to Blast from the Past videos for comparison shots anyway. I think it's more suited for that. For unboxing, I think I'll just go with the actual figure I'm unboxing. And that's Gambit, the first figure of the X-Men 97 wave. And I don't mean that as in he's the first figure release. He's the first figure I'm unboxing. I'm basically doing him in alphabetical order. So Gambit, Magneto, Rogue, Wolverine, just like that. I do like this particular version of Gambit. I know some people would be annoyed by the reuse, but not everyone was collecting the line from the beginning. Some of us missed this when it came around on the retro. I got the 275 version because I didn't know if I was going to ever get a chance at this one again. But then, you know, the X-Men 97 wave was announced, so I don't mind having them both because the 275 team looks pretty good together, even though I didn't get all of them. I only got the ones I wanted. But I can display them in separate dioramas if I want. Like if I ever choose to make a Danger Room diorama, I can put the 275 team in that, and then put these guys, the X-Men 97 guys, up against the actual villains, the X-Men Rogues Gallery. But I think this is a pretty good figure. If you don't have a Gambit yet, this is definitely worth picking up. If you already have the retro, there's probably not a lot here to bother, you know, getting another one, maybe, unless you really like the head sculpt, or if you want the throwing card effects. I can't, like I said, I can't remember if they came with the retro or not. If you have the 275, this is a good one to pick up just to get a copy of his normal outfit. But overall, definitely worth picking up. And stay tuned over the next few days while I'll unbox the other ones. And I will still be doing a Blast from the Past on Friday, my standard Friday videos. And then on Sunday, I'll do another unboxing of the Panini Prism 2022. I know I did it on Tuesday. I did it yesterday, really, because I'm doing this video on Wednesday, and I did the boxing for Panini on Tuesday. But I normally do those on Sunday. I normally do card unboxings on Sunday, and then Blast from the Past on Friday. So I'll probably do Magneto's unboxing tomorrow, and then Rogue on Saturday, and Wolverine on Monday. That's the schedule I'm expecting to stick to. So give me a like, subscribe, comment down below if you pick up this Gambit. Are you going to pick up this Gambit? What do you think of Gambit in general? And stay tuned tomorrow, where we'll be unboxing Magneto. See you then. Bye.